Hi all. Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. Well, this is one of my little bit shorter videos. We have a lot to cover today, including what is happening now to Catherine since Harry and Meghan said they were going to the Jubilee. We knew it was going to happen, but now it's happening. So let's just jump right in with both feet. Let's cover it all, shall we? Let's go. All right, to start off, it's being reported that Harry and Meghan are now facing pressure to quickly produce more content as Netflix requires urgent action in the wake of all their financial pressures that they're having, right? Now, we know that they axed Pearl, which was the only thing that Meghan had going with them. That was the only thing. Now, there's speculation that other Archwell production schemes could be in the firing line to also be scrapped. Right? Now, they're pressuring them to come up with more stuff, but look how long it took them just to come up with Pearl and Invictus games. Like, seriously. Now, supposedly, all of this has made Buckingham Palace extremely nervous because, let's face it, without their brand and without money coming in, they're going to run out very quickly. And of course, the palace is also concerned that the only projects that will get the green light from Netflix now will be personal ones about the royal family. Yep. So it's a problem because Harry and Meghan see themselves as producers, even though they don't have the experience for it. I mean, could you just imagine that the only projects Netflix is going to approve now will be personal ones, right? And the only project they have going at the moment is Invictus Games, which, while it's a worthy cause, was all about Harry. And so Meghan even muscled in on that one and gave a speech at the Invictus Games, even though she has no role with them. And so future projects will have to be similarly personal, right? Like, how does Harry deal with his grief and, blah, blah, blah. And of course, it's all going to focus in on the royal family. That's what they're concerned about, as well they should be. Now, you guys should know that a team has been tasked to stop any moves by any filmmakers to exploit the couple at the 4-day celebrations. The worry is that they're going to try to push in to gain access to where the private events are going on so they can film Harry and Meghan and the kids. And even if they accept that the Netflix crew can't go into Buckingham Palace to film, they could still cause problems. So senior courtiers believe Netflix will see it as a big opportunity to exploit their Mega Million agreement with, Harry and Meghan. The article says that the Platinum Jubilee kicks off with the Trooping of the Color ceremony, which is earmarked by aides as a, quote, potential Netflix flashpoint. There's also concern that the crew may follow them to St. Paul's Cathedral the following day and seek access to the Epsom Derby on Saturday. But courtiers have made it clear Netflix cameras will not be allowed access to royal properties like Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, but they could mingle in with the public and still shadow them in VIP areas at public events. Now, you guys should also know that now that Netflix is losing money hand over fist, they're apparently very upset with the decision of Harry and Meghan to keep giving interviews to rival television networks despite having the multi-million deal with them. Netflix would have loved the first comments about the visit to the Queen, and instead he gave it to Hoda. And 1 month after they signed their deal with Netflix, they gave an interview to Oprah. I mean, can you imagine signing a multi-million-dollar deal with these two and then having them blab to everybody but you? That's content Netflix could have used. All right, moving on. This is an update to the story. Remember, Eugenie found a house that she wants. It's a residence on the Windsor grounds. And in the meantime, it looks like Catherine and William also would like to have this house. It's called Adelaide Cottage. It's called a Grace and Favor home. Anyway, apparently Queen Victoria really loved it. And so, Catherine and William want it, but now Eugenie wants it. And so I guess they're going to fight over it. Supposedly, allegedly, Charles questioned Andrew's daughters to ask them, since they're minor royals, why they feel that they need this property. Well, they're saying that William and Catherine have first right of refusal, so we know where this fight is going to go. All right, moving on. All right, you guys know I love Piers, and when Harry and Meghan made the announcement that they were going to go to the Jubilee, Piers was all over that and pointed out the fact that, once again, they're stealing the focus from the Queen, which I believe is their intention. Piers immediately put out a tweet that said, "Oh God, they're coming anyway. Wait for the Sussex circus to steal all the focus from the Queen." Yep. It was in the article that, of course, Harry and Meghan are trying to grovel their way back in because things aren't going so well for them. And other people are pointing out that how horrible is it to hear the Queen, have the Queen hear them being booed all over London on her special day. I agree. They should have sent a card and said, wished well and stayed away. Well, everybody's saying that the timing of their announcement was nothing but theatrics, because after all, they've started this whole could they, should they come, maybe they will come, maybe they won't come, will the security issues be ironed out before he dares to bring his family back to Britain, what about this, what about that? And then the Queen finally put out a statement that said, because Harry and Meghan's PR team was putting out misinformation claiming they were going to be on the balcony, so the Queen put out a statement saying they wouldn't, and within just a few minutes they announced that they were going. Absolutely. It was for theatrics. And it was to keep the whole will they go, won't they go thing going on. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as the Queen said that, they came out with their statement because they want it to continue. So of course everybody's like in a tizzy going, why, public's puzzling response to the Queen's, thing. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? We know why this is happening. They have to keep up with the royals to keep their deals going. Now, we all know the Queen is very frail, and there's some discussion that she may not make it onto the balcony, and if so, should the rest of the royals go onto the balcony? And there's a poll that's currently running. I don't have the answer to that yet. My answer would be no. You're there to celebrate her. If she can't make it onto the balcony, nobody else should. Now, I like this comment from Rocco's mom on Twitter, pointing out that why have Harry and Meghan agreed to fly 11 hours with two very small children to an event at which they don't have the opportunity to be a part of the history-making center stage things that are going on? Now, I follow Teresa Longo. I suggest you all do too. And as they revealed, the invitation to attend was indeed extended, okay? And they had evidence showing that Team Sussex do not plan to attend. They could change their mind, but they don't think that they're going to go. She also let us know that the invitation came with conditions. There will be no opportunities to exploit this visit in any capacity. And if they decided to go, they had to accept those terms, right? So let's see if they actually go. Now, with that, Christopher Wilson tweeted that while he's not a betting man, it wouldn't surprise him at all if Harry and Meghan found a last-minute reason, some imagined palace snub, to pull out at the last minute because he doesn't see them coming. A lot of people are saying that. And you have these stories pointing out that Harry has confirmed that he's going to be playing polo at that time during the entire summer. So you never know what's going to happen with these two, but I think they do that intentionally. Now, you all should know that apparently there's going to be two separate balcony appearances, and it's being claimed in this article that there's a loophole because while they can't appear on the first balcony appearance, they plan on being on the second balcony appearance. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. Now, I want to remind you about this comment made on Twitter by Sassy Cat, which I showed you in a previous video. Once they have their foot in the door with the Jubilee, now they're going to start about Kate. They're going to start being nasty about Kate and dropping remarks. It's the whole divide and conquer mentality, and it has started. And here it goes, just like it was foretold, people are going to start criticizing Kate. Okay, of course, the Meghan Markle fams, because Kate advocates for mental health, but she didn't publicly comment on Meghan's mental health claims. Kate was just unveiled as the royal patron of the Maternal Mental Health Alliance, and she posted a clip to Twitter talking about how no one is immune to mental health struggles, including battles with anxiety and depression during pregnancy and early motherhood. And she said, quote, "It is crucial that all those who might be struggling are given the right support at the right time." Now, here's the interesting thing. So now, of course, Meghan fans are criticizing her, going, well, you didn't help Meghan when she was suicidal. No, keep this in mind, okay? First of all, Meghan had a hand-picked pregnancy team. She didn't want to use the royal physicians. She could have spoken to them, but she didn't. She could have called her mother, who is a therapist, a licensed therapist, but she didn't. She told Harry, who said, well, I'm embarrassed, so I'm not going to say or do anything about it. So what does she do? She goes to HR at the palace. And by the way, they have yet to come up with the HR person who she claims she went to. She won't release their name. She's not giving any proof. And they've been the palace has been unable to find anybody that she claims she actually spoke to. Also, you should keep in mind that while this was going on, Catherine had recently given birth to Louis. So she was a new mom, a mom of 3, I might add. She had 3 very young children. And on top of all that, they didn't live near each other. So if Harry and Meghan didn't reach out to Catherine, if they didn't talk to William, if they didn't talk to the Queen, if they didn't call Charles, if they didn't call Camilla, if they didn't call mental health professionals, if they didn't call their doctors, and they didn't call, they didn't call anybody, but let's dump it all on Kate. This is exactly what was said was going to happen. Now that they're in for the Jubilee, they're going to start crapping all over Kate every chance they get, and here it is. And a big thank you to Anna on Twitter for pointing out the very obvious, that while Meghan Markle says she couldn't get any help for her mental health issues, and she went and told her husband that she was suicidal, she had absolutely no problem flying to New York for a $500,000 baby shower less than a month later. Trust me, depression doesn't just go away. And she had received no help, that by her own admission. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're finishing up with a picture of Muro napping on my bed. So I want your comments. What do you think about what's happening with Catherine since Harry and Meghan have agreed to come to the Jubilee? And do you guys think that they're actually going to show up knowing that they've been told there will be nothing public for them and they can't utilize it in any way? Don't forget to leave those comments below because you know how I love to read them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future uploads. Please don't forget to double check and make sure you're still subscribed if you've already hit the button. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Getter. You can follow me on Rumble. You can email me. To those who have donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.